Hi, I'm Yating Liu, New York City's first Chief Public Realm Officer. Thank you on behalf of the City of New York and the Adams administration for inviting me to speak to you today. I was born in Taiwan and my family immigrated to the United States when I was 7 years old, so I'm especially proud to be with you today at the Taiwan SDG Forum to reflect and celebrate what we can achieve as sister cities. International agreements are important, regional relationships are crucial, but cities are where the rubber meets the road toward our ambitious sustainable development goals. Cities are where policies actually implemented, where projects get built, where ideas become action. Poverty, gender equality, climate action, these are big problems without simple solutions. But cities in all their complexity can provide that perfect home for scalable solutions. If you want to go quick, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. As we work as a planet to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, New York City is a proud global leader, engaging everyone from local and regional governments to community groups and young people to create buy-in and excitement. We created a voluntary local review. That's a process for local and regional government to report directly to the UN on their achievements towards the SDGs to show that cities have a crucial role to play in creating more sustainable, equitable future. We are especially proud of our work to engage young people and empower them to adopt SDG and advocate for it in their neighborhood through the New York City Junior Ambassadors Program. My role as Chief Public Realm Officer intersects with so many of the Sustainable Development Goals, from creating inclusive cities and resilient infrastructure to promoting economic growth and reduce inequality. So what is the public realm, you ask? In cities, it's the sense of our place, belonging, our public spaces that serve as a connective tissue for residents, workers, and visitors alike. In New York City, the public realm is made up of over 70 public plazas, 300 blocks of pedestrianized streets, 150 miles of greenways for bicyclists and pedestrians, and 2 million trees. All these public spaces where we gather, we rest and play, revel in the energy that draws people far and wide to live, work, and visit New York City. And as we all learned during the global pandemic, public space is not a luxury, but a necessity. In cities, areas with less public space are correlated with worse health outcomes, economic opportunities, and more vulnerability to the effects of climate change. But in a city as large and vast as New York, creating new public spaces is not always easy. Over a dozen city agencies impact our public spaces. It's what I call agency alphabet soup. Without clear coordination and a laser focus to cut red tape and streamline processes, deliver public space improvement on time, on budget, neighborhoods and communities can often fall through the cracks. That is something Mayor Adams has been very clear cannot happen. He's made it a priority that this administration work for the people and get public space projects done. It is my job to ensure that all agencies that touch the public realm talk to one another and efficiently plan for a greener, more sustainable, more equitable future. So, on to the work. I think about public realm in two buckets: hardware and software. Hardware refers to the expansion of the physical public space, coordinating with different agencies like transportation or parks department to deliver new public space projects more quickly and efficiently for New Yorkers. It means delivering the physical changes to the built city that people can enjoy and experience. But public space is only as good as how they're maintained. This is the software piece. This work is about making sure we're maintaining public spaces, activating them with programming, arts, and activities that attract people, young and old, and make you want to be in them. So what are some ways we're improving New York City's public realm? In a generational commitment to expand public space, the administration has committed $375 million to create new plazas and pedestrianized streets called open streets in all 5 boroughs. Broadway Vision, located in the center of Manhattan, is one great result. It is a closed street over several blocks of Broadway, and it has been transformed into the piazza of Manhattan. But we're also looking to deliver green spaces where New Yorkers live. Right before the Lunar New Year, Mayor Adams, in partnership with the state, announced a historic public space investment in Manhattan's Chinatown called Chinatown Connections. This $56 million project includes expanding public plaza, creating better pedestrian and bike connections from Brooklyn Bridge to Chinatown. We are also advancing policies that will improve the streetscape throughout the city. Policies like trash containerization, outdoor dining, and building scaffolding reform. We just launched Dining Out NYC, the country's largest outdoor dining program that will feature seasonal roadway setups and year-round sidewalk cafes. Born out of crisis during the pandemic, this program saved 100,000 jobs in the hospitality industry and helped us reimagine other uses for New York City curb space beyond parking. Last summer, Mayor Adams also announced Get Sheds Down initiative to address the scores of construction shed and scaffolding that are all over our city and ensure that they are taken down in a timely manner. There are currently approximately 9,000 active permitted construction sheds up across New York City. Many of them have been up for nearly 500 days. The Department of Buildings has selected design and engineering firms to help create new designs, and we are working now with the City Council to pass legislation that give the city more sticks and carrots to ensure building owners are doing the repair work needed so that these scaffolding can come down quicker. Beautiful public space means nothing if it's not well maintained and activated. So this is the software piece. We rely a lot on community organizations and business improvement districts to help us do this critical work. We need public space partners not only from an operational perspective, but also a cultural one. They know best what their communities want and need. But boy, do we make it difficult for them as a government. So we are working to streamline the paperwork, to reduce the financial burdens on partners, and make sure that more groups can partner with the city to activate, maintain, and program in our public spaces. From summer concerts to food festivals, we want to have our spaces to be a celebration of the spirit and diverse cultures of New York. With these reforms, we are working to make it easier for business improvement districts and community groups alike to become caretakers of public spaces throughout the city. Lastly, we are planning all of this with the future in mind. Climate change isn't coming, it's here. Even the most beautiful, well-maintained program space become unusable if it's flooded. This is a crisis we all share. As a city surrounded by water, we are having to be creative with the land that we have, ensuring that our public spaces do double duty, providing space for New Yorkers to relax and connect, but also help us manage more and bigger storms. We're installing rain gardens, porous pavement to handle the rain so our public spaces can act like the sponge and soak up the water. We're also supercharging tree planting across neighborhoods to handle that heat. We are using every surface from streets to tree pits to roofs and even our playgrounds to help the city better prepare for a changing climate. We've installed more than 12,000 green infrastructure assets over the last couple of years, and we're just getting started. Our city's public realm can serve as a key tool to advance many of the sustainable development goals by creating vibrant public spaces that can also help combat the effects of climate change. This is good for business, good for quality of life, and good for public health. It is such an honor and privilege to serve as New York City's first Chief Public Realm Officer and to bring focus and attention to advocacy, to the importance of making sure cities focus on ways we can create more vibrant public spaces for all. It is my goal that the changes that we're making inside government now to advance and prioritize this work will be everlasting for future public realm leaders. I believe this role can help cities meaningfully achieve the SDG goals. I hope you will consider creating a Chief Public Realm Officer in your city too. On behalf of Mayor Adams and the City of New York, I thank you again for giving me the opportunity to share our work from this corner of the world. I have no doubt you will all leave this gathering with great connections and ideas to continue on this shared endeavor of creating a more sustainable and equitable city. Thank you.